Hi, good afternoon, and welcome back to another Fox AAA tutorial. So far I have given you a little taste of what Unity networking is. I tried to teach you a little about RPCs and how to send message back and forth and instantiating. Now, one thing to know is, for example, if you do really plan to make a big network game, Unity networking is great, but not so great. They got something called like master server, which is pretty much like a meeting place for everybody to be able to see each other's game. In this case, I'm actually gonna end up doing the Unity Photon plugin because it's more scalable and it actually works. Pretty much one person is the main server that hosts the games, hosts the little server games, like a dedicated server, and then everybody else can be like, okay, I'm gonna host a room, and then everybody else join my game, my room game, and then everybody else can play each other. So pretty much one person becomes the main dedicated server. Now the reason why I did taught you how to use the Unity networking is so you're used to, or it's more easier for you to understand doing the Unity Photon plugin. We're not doing the actual Photon server. Photon server is a little bit beyond my my knowledge. Maybe later on I could probably do something with SmartFox for MMO and stuff like that. This is more towards like first-person shooter games and kind of like this one, asteroids type game where somebody hosts a little room and then everybody joins that game room. You know, like 8 versus 8, 16 versus 16, so on and so forth. So just for example, like I said, I did show you the scripting here, like I believe is setup field, for example, where you got the whole network.e server. So if we were using Photon, it will say, instead of saying the word network, it will say Photon network.is server. So, and then for the RPCs, it will be the same way in Unity. And that whole thing, like the ownership in here, how we said, if network view.is mine, it will say something like Photon network view.is mine. So it's pretty much a similarity. And this is thanks to the M2H studios. They're the ones who made the Photon plugin to work for Unity. So right now, what I'm actually gonna go ahead is pretty much to polish this game a little more, add a little bit more features. So far we got the score. We're probably gonna add something like, you know, kills and stuff like that. Probably maybe like capture the flag type thing, maybe. Not sure yet. I'm gonna add different weapons. Yes, that's gonna be one thing, different weapons. So I'm gonna teach you more new things on coding, so it's a little more easier to understand for you guys to get used to. Now I'm gonna go back more to more lower level things since this was a little bit too advanced. So hopefully you did do like I said earlier to duplicate the project and before starting the networking. So if I go ahead and go to File, Open Project, I got my tutorial I've been doing without the Unity networking. Later on, pretty much whatever you learn with Unity networking is not a bad thing. Keep it in mind because that's what we're gonna use for Photon. And then in here we got our setup field, so you can see, or here on the right side, just like normal how we had it. So far it's just gonna be like that. So now we're gonna end up working with the enemy a little more. Now I did upload some new assets for you to download, and yes, this is not about how great I can model or whatnot. Even though the models are a little, it could be crappy. You can make your own models if you want to. So far all I did is made 3 OBJs. The 3 OBJs are, let me go ahead and import them. I'm gonna make a folder for each one. So the first one you're going to see is going to be a rocket. So I'm gonna make it so once you shoot out a tracer, the rocket will follow it. If you don't have tracers, it's just a straight up rocket, shoots straight. The next model that I'm going to put in is going to be a mine. So you know, if somebody's following behind you, you can just drop the mine and say, hey, hello to my little friend. It's like in the movies, huh? And then the last one is like a little bot. It's like a little ally, you know. And we're probably gonna do something like a shield too. With the shield, I'm gonna do particles, and it's more easier to do if inside Unity itself. Okay. So once you import the bot, the mine, and the asteroid, just go ahead and click on generate colliders. I mean, excuse me, not generate colliders, normals. click on calculate, and then go ahead and hit apply. Same thing for the mine. Go normals, calculate, then hit apply, so it will look a little more nicer. And same thing for the rocket. Go to normals, calculate, then hit apply. Okay, I'll be seeing you guys on the next video, and we're gonna start doing a little bit more polishing. And I'll upload the link on this video in the description, so you guys are able to download the assets that I have in here. Okay, see you guys in the next video.